Okay, we're going to continue on in our Father's Word today. This is Isaiah chapter 37, verse 36. Then the angel of the Lord went forth and smote in the camp of the Assyrians 185,000. 185,000 of Sennacherib's troops got wiped out by God's death angel in one night. And so Sennacherib went home without an army. His army was missing because they were all dead. And it didn't take long. And the Babylonians heard about what happened to Sennacherib and his army. And those Babylonians went and defeated the Assyrians because they didn't have an army left. So it's pretty easy to defeat the Assyrians when their army got wiped out by God's death angel. And when they arose early in the morning, and behold, they were all dead corpses. So Sennacherib, king of Assyria, departed and went and returned, and dwelt at Nineveh. And it came to pass, as he worshipped in the house of Nisroch, his god, that Adaramelech and Sharezer, his sons, smote him with a sword, and they escaped into the land of Armenia, and Esarhaddon, his son, reigned in his stead. Now this is Isaiah chapter 38. And in those days was Hezekiah sick unto death. And Isaiah the prophet, the son of Amos, came unto him, saying, and said unto him, Thus saith the Lord, Set thine house in order, for thou shalt die and not live. Then Hezekiah turned his face toward the wall and prayed unto the Lord, and said, Remember now, O Lord, I beseech thee, how I have walked before thee in truth and with a perfect heart, and have done that which is good in thy sight. And Hezekiah wept sore. Then came the word of the Lord to Isaiah, saying, Go and say to Hezekiah, Thus saith the Lord, the God of David thy father, I have heard thy prayer, and I have seen thy tears. And behold, I will add unto thy days 15 years, and I will deliver thee in this city out of the hand of the king of Assyria, and I will defend this city. And this shall be a sign unto thee from the Lord, that the Lord will do this thing that he hath spoken. Behold, I will bring again the shadow of the degrees, which is gone down in the sundial of Ahaz, 10 degrees backwards. So the sun returns 10 degrees, by which the degrees it was gone down. The writing of Hezekiah, king of Judah, when he had been sick, and was recovered of his sickness. And I said, in the cutting off of my days, I shall go to the gates of the grave. I am deprived of the residue of my years. And I said, I shall not see the Lord, even the Lord, in the land of the living. I shall behold man no more with the inhabitants of the world. Mine age is departed, and is removed from me as a shepherd's tent. I have cut off like a weaver my life. He will cut me off with a pining sickness. From day even to night will thou make an end of me. I reckon till morning, that as a lion, so will he break all my bones. From day even to night will thou make an end of me. Like a crane or a swallow, so did I chatter. I did mourn as a dove. Mine eyes fell with looking upward. O Lord, I am oppressed. Undertake for me. What shall I say? He hath both spoken unto me, and himself hath done it. I shall go softly, all my years in the bitterness of my soul. O Lord, by these things men live, and in all these things in the life of my spirit. So wilt thou recover me, and make me to live. Behold, for peace I had great bitterness, but thou hast in love to my soul delivered it from the pit of corruption. For thou hast cast all my sins behind thy back. For the grave cannot praise thee, death cannot celebrate thee. They that go down into the pit cannot hope for thy truth. The living he shall praise thee, as I do this day. The Father to the children shall make known thy truth. And the Lord was ready to save me. Therefore we will sing my songs to the string instruments in the days of our life in the house of the Lord. For Isaiah had said, let them make a lump of figs and lay it for plaster upon the boil, and he shall recover. And Hezekiah also had said, what is the sign that I shall go up to the house of the Lord? And then you got Isaiah chapter 39. At that time, Merodach Baladan, the son of Baladan, king of Babylon, sent letter and a present to Hezekiah, for he had heard that he had been sick and was recovered. And Hezekiah was glad of them, and showed them the house of his precious things, the silver, the gold, and the spices, and the precious ointment, and all the house of his armor, and all that was found in his treasures. There was nothing in his house nor in his dominion that Hezekiah showed them not. Then came Isaiah the prophet unto King Hezekiah, and said unto him, what said these men? And from whence came they unto thee? And Hezekiah, they are come from a far country unto me, even from Babylon. Then said he, what have they seen in thine house? And Hezekiah answered, all that is in my house have they seen. There is nothing among my treasures that I have not showed them. Then said Isaiah to Hezekiah, hear the word of the Lord of hosts. Behold, the days come, that all that is in thine house, and that which thy fathers have laid up in store until this day, shall be carried to Babylon. Nothing shall be left, saith the Lord. And of thy sons that shall issue from thee, which shall have beget, shall they take away, and they shall be eunuchs in the palace of the king of Babylon. Then said Hezekiah to Isaiah, good is the word of the Lord which thou hast spoken. And he said, moreover, for there shall be peace and truth in my days. Now, this is Isaiah chapter 40. Comfort ye my people, saith your God. Speak ye comfortably to Jerusalem, and cry unto her, that her warfare is accomplished, that her iniquity is pardoned. For she hath received of the Lord's hand double for all her sins. The voice of him that crieth in the wilderness, prepare ye the way of the Lord. Make straight in the desert a highway for our God. Every valley shall be exalted, and every mountain and hill shall be made low. And the crooked shall be made straight, and the rough places plain. And the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. For the mouth of the Lord has spoken it. The voice said, cry. And he said, what shall I cry? All flesh is grass, and all the goodliness thereof is as the flower of the field. The grass withereth, the flower fadeth, because the Spirit of the Lord bloweth upon it. Surely the people is grass. The grass withereth, the flower fadeth, but the word of our God shall stand forever. O Zion, that bringeth good tidings, get thee up unto the high mountain, O Jerusalem.